All right, guys. Oh man. So I got off stream a little while ago. I came back on to, do some work, and of course, this situation popped up. So I figured, hey, let's take a look at it. Seems kind of interesting. This seems to be, I guess, a person. I don't know if they actually do content themselves, but they frequent another Twitch streamer. Oh, maybe they're their own Twitch streamer. Oh, okay. They have their own little Twitch stream. Something small. Okay. But anyway, they orbit this guy. We found the body. Wow. I wish they could have said that about my dad. I'm just kidding. I wish they'd never find the body. Anyway, apparently that Twitch streamer had a little bit of a disproportionate meltdown. I watched only a little bit of the video. So don't worry, live reactions kind of. It's not on stream, but whatever. I have her twit longer here. We got Nessa's page, whatever. Then we got his YouTube response, which he has unlisted for some reason. Whatever. But okay. I guess the best place to start is with this. I guess the best place to start is here. Let's do it. He seems like I don't know. Would you call him a smaller Twitch streamer? He got 99,000 followers. I kind of wish we could get a little bit more context to what's going on. But it seems like he made it so you have to sub. Because with what's going on in here, it's cut a little bit. So
in Spanish, and it's chef's kiss. All right. Curvy, where the fuck have you been?
Whoa, cursing.
Oh my god. Well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not going to do?
Whoa.
We're not going to talk about it in my chat.
So apparently she just mentioned that her mom died. I know that I'm also in the wrong for saying, well, my mom died in a stream after being asked where I've been, but the response just isn't it, fam. I made a tweet longer things to share a little background, but there you go. Okay.
Because it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer.
All right, that's not really trauma dumping, I would say. Like it's heavy information, but trauma dumping would have been like, hey, how's your day? I just for the past 6 months I've been having this crippling fucking psychological problem, right? That's trauma dumping. Bro, she's just like, yeah, my mom died today. That's rough, bro. It's not really trauma dumping. It's heavy news, but I don't know. It's what a weird way to respond. I don't even know. I don't know. How do you respond like that? I'd be like, oh man, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I can understand not wanting to get into it. You know what I mean? You don't want to develop like a parasocial relationship. Just like I didn't want to develop those sneezes. But he just kind of went right off. Maybe, hopefully, in his response video, he'll show more context. But
and I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat.
Not on Friday, baby. Not on Friday.
Thank you.
It's Freaky Fridays. It's Family Alive Friday, guys. You cannot talk about your dead mother today.
Well, okay, Miss Dirty Curvy, you said no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you?
What?
You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Kirby. When something really, really bad is going on in your life,
don't tell anybody.
In a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through.
Why? I don't know. Has this guy ever gone outside before? That's like a totally normal thing. I'm just trying to personalize it. I go to work. Hey, how are you doing, brother? My mom just passed away. I'm really sorry for your loss. Right? Like, he doesn't have to engage in it super heavy because, like, whatever. I mean, he could literally just do this. I mean, that's fine, but he's a dickhead. Just be like, damn, that sucks. I'm so sorry. My thoughts and prayers. You don't have to make the stream about her dead mother. You don't have to do a whole, this whole stream about it. But you can just be like, that really sucks. That's it. We're not going to talk about it today, bro. This is not what's going to happen. I'm not going to the fucking wake. Okay. Nobody asked you to,
That's it.
Nice.
How are you? Good? Or...
I just don't like the jump cut. I wish I knew what happened between them.
You know what? I'll make it through.
Yeah. Base,
awesome. Love to hear it.
Base, brother.
See, there you go. Or Prom's response. I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive.
Or my response, I'm alive. The mod simp. I should probably move myself. She gave a little bit of a response there. Yeah. Or my response, I'm alive. This is the problem. Mods are just class A simps, guys. they'll just agree with you for everything. So I got a problem. It's parasocial. She said, I'm not trying to bum anyone out. You asked me where I was, so I said where I was. Okay, yeah. Or where I was, so I said where. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
There you go.
Based. Okay.
Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Curvy. I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading.
I'm just trying to tell you that I want to see how you're doing because I want you to send me tit pics again. Is that like what is he doing? I don't understand.
Really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette.
Dude, you're so weird. This is so weird. I don't understand. Why is this guy so weirdly immature? I just don't understand. I don't understand why he's like so frustrated by this news. What happened?
It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Relax, bro.
That's it.
Music's I'm just cringe too.
I figured this is a good opportunity to.
Bro, everybody listening to this type of music is like a scumbag. You guys realize that?
Inform you.
He's actually the least scummy person that listens to this music. If you really think about it, he's the greatest guy we've ever met.
Heavy news like that.
Yeah.
When someone asks, "Hey, where have you been?" You don't need to tell them. Well, my dog died. My husband left me for a younger woman. My house burnt down. And my car got stolen, so I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God. Like,
okay.
Like,
wow. Incredible.
like, you know, like, if someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy. Just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while.
What is she, a fucking heroin dealer? Like, I don't. What do you mean? Yeah, hey, how you doing? I sold a lot of heroin and then I got caught, so I had to go on the run. That's where I've been. Like, that's what that's insinuating. Bro, her fucking mom died. It's not that deep. Like, I don't understand. Like, why are you screaming at this fucking woman? This is crazy.
Got it.
Okay.
That's it.
Why does he feel so powerful saying this? I don't understand.
I'm not trying to rip you a new ass.
Well, you are. Cap cut. I don't know why nobody cuts that out of their video, but all right, that's that. There's a whole twit longer here. So let's read it. So I've been sitting on this for a few weeks and and it's been bugging me. And things don't tend to get to me, but this did. A little backstory, as everyone most likely knows, my mom... All right, let me just... I wanted to zoom in, but I can't. My mom passed away in July. We all actually know that. Just kidding. I'm sorry. It's not the time for jokes. It's terrible. So I haven't been on Twitch much. We maybe streamed twice since... Sorry. Is it me or their words? I don't know. But also I haven't been in Twitch chats that I used to be in on a regular basis. Probably good for you, you know. For example, this streamer's channel I had been a part of for a good amount of years. I followed since Blackout was a thing and we played together all the time and was there when they got partnered and whatnot. Oh, so they're pretty active in the community. You think he would like care a little bit. Sadly, since 2020, I have been in and out because I've been dealing with mental health issues and family issues, which I've explained to his streamer privately in the past. But this go around, it's been longer of a hiatus. Oh, so they talk to this person in private. Wait, why is he pretending like they've never had? It just seems weird. Like you'd think he'd be a little more sympathetic. Anyway, wonder what goes on in private. Maybe she's always a Debbie Downer in private, so he's sick of it. I don't know, bro. What a weird hill to die on. They were streaming Friday afternoon, and me having a day off. Okay. Hiatus, and I've missed some communities and figured it was time for me to return. They were streaming on a Friday afternoon, and me having the day off, I took the chance to come hang out. I edited the video some to shorten it, but basically it shows the whole thing. The streamer's title was something along the lines of mentioning Shrek, so I broke the ice and said, have you ever seen Shrek in Spanish? So here's my thing. Again, she did cut out a little bit of maybe possible context. He would just show that in his response, or he won't, and then that's his fucking problem. They talked about how they haven't for a while, and I mentioned a scene they should watch, which they follow up with Curvy. Where the fuck you've been? I was on mobile TV, so things were delayed a little, but they continue to talk about... That's probably why the big cut. Continue to talk about other things, and one of the things made me laugh. In chat, I accidentally said LMAO. Well, my mom died, and I meant to say LMAO. Exclamation point. What? Autocorrect. The autocorrect put the rest of there. Okay. I just meant to say LMAO, but I autocorrected my mom died, which actually maybe that's possible. because if she's constantly telling people on her mobile, then maybe it's just think that eventually the Apple might be like, you just want to tell this guy your mom died? You've told like everybody else. Of course, that to be insensitive, but right, autocorrect. At what they were saying prior, and then add, well, my mom died, but it came off wrong, and my poor grammar became an awkward moment of them critiquing me about how to spell and properly use punctuation like I would in school. Honestly, my mistake, like they mentioned, we don't want to come off as them or me laughing about my mother's passing. So I tried to crack myself, and I said, no, I was LMAO at what you said before, and this time hasn't been great. It's been horrible, and so on. Okay, it wasn't my intention to continue to talk about it, but they simply asked a question, and I answered, feeling comfortable, safe, telling them so to a streamer community I've been part of for years. Yeah, I mean, again, if it was a little too much, listen, my camera's all weird. Like, let's say, she popped in, and he's like, hey, where you been? She's like, oh, my mom passed away. And she was like, oh, I mean, that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss. And she was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Started going on like, yeah, I really feel that. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, hey, maybe jump into my DMs or, try to like, to talk about it privately instead of like go all crazy about it. Or you could just like lead the conversation away or just give him a couple minutes. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I've had people pop in and, talk about stuff here and there. Or just ban him from the chat. Just ban him from the chat. Don't even engage with it. No, don't do that. This person was just expressing themselves. But I mean, this was the worst possible thing you could have done. I'm not surprised this guy was decided to come forward and be a little irritated. I mean, why are you being such an asshole? Like, oh my God. And then, well, in the video, you can see the response I get. That was the first time I've ever mentioned my mother had passed away. I don't go around just say that in everyone's chat, nor do I go around talking about it. They asked me where I was, and I answered. As a streamer, it's interesting how defensive she feels like she needs to get, because I feel like he made her feel like she was almost in the wrong. How bizarre is that? Like, he was such a dick. She's like, it just kind of seems like to me that she feels like she might be a little bit in the wrong, but like she's not. It's crazy. As a streamer, I can highly understand how uncomfortable it is when someone trauma dumps or drops heavy news like that, and it wasn't my intention. I know that if it was me being told the news, it would have ended differently. I would have said something like, "Oh man, oh no, I'm sorry for your loss, for your lost. I know that has to be super hard on you right now. But since I'm streaming and cannot give the proper time and attention for this conversation that's deep, how about you reach out to me privately or something like that? We can talk more." Yeah, that's fine. I'd be like, hey, man, that really sucks. I'm sorry for your loss. And then if someone's like, oh, can I talk about it in private or something? And you feel uncomfortable, you say, hey, listen, man, I really am like, I really do. I can appreciate like how frustrated you are right now. But like, I feel like that crosses the boundary. That's perfectly reasonable to say as well. You could totally be like, oh, that's really sucks. I'm really sorry. And they're like, oh, can I talk to you about it in private? You'd be like, hey, listen, like, I appreciate that you would put that kind of like confidence in me, but like, I don't want to overextend like a boundary with somebody like that I'm in my audience. That's perfectly reasonable to say. I would have done something along the lines of that instead of shitting on someone who is deeply hurt and has been following for a long time. But I guess I'm in the wrong for thinking. So I left the stream immediately after and unfollowed on everything. Granted, I've said things in the past on their channel and shared things that were silly, but also personal, especially in their Discord. That's why I said what I said. Those things I've said in the past and have done, I'm not fond of and would take them back in a heartbeat, but trauma dumping is one thing, but this is on a different level in my opinion. Basically, I know what I've overshared and stepped out of bounds, but the response wasn't it, especially for someone grieving. I'm not a child and shouldn't be talked down on as one. Okay, cool. So, all right. This is that. I just clicked on it. I don't know. From what it sounds like, maybe she possibly comes in and like lays heavy stuff down like, occasionally. If that's the case, I mean, like he has every right to be like, "Oh man, I don't really want this in here." I guess. I just don't think that like that still wasn't the appropriate response. You could have just been a little more empathetic. You could have been like, "Oh man, that really." You could have just de-escalated. "Oh, I'm really sucks. I'm sorry," and just tried not to play into it. You could have even said like, "Oh, I don't want to cross a boundary" or something. But okay, let's see what he has to say.
Twitter, good morning.
Wow.
I have something that I prepared, something that I've written down that I'd like to share with you guys.
All right.
And it's right here on my screen. So if I'm...
Why does this need to be almost 9 minutes? Like, what could you possibly said? Yeah, I fucked up really bad. I was having a bad day. And I mean, this is a weird response. I don't even know. Hey, guys, I fucked up. I was having a bad day. This is just the person that pops in every once in a while. They dropped about their mom. Maybe he was just trying to be a little facetious and make kind of a joke. Because I could possibly see, like, he was like, yeah, who cares? It's like a way to try to make your mom laugh. I was watching a Joey Diaz clip the other way. other day, and he was talking about how someone like their parent passed away, and he busted their chops, the person's chops, instead of like as a way to make them laugh, and it actually helped. Maybe that was it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, not this.
Glancing from the camera down to the screen from time to time is just because I'm following along with what I've written.
Gotcha.
For those of you
this better be a YouTube apology with tears.
Don't know me, my name is John, or disgusting piece of shit, as some of you prefer to call me on Twitter. Either is fine. It's cool. On Twitch,
let's start playing up the victim complex a little bit.
Is We Found the Body.
Nice.
I've decided to make a video to address this whole situation regarding my reaction to someone's grief comments in my chat that have gained traction on Twitter, which is, why we're here, is why we're doing this.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I'd like to make clear about the matter at hand.
Sure.
Firstly, it is well known in my channel that I do not tolerate heavy news, drama, or trauma dumping, if you will.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this trauma dumping. I feel like that's a disproportionate response. Because here's the thing. This is what he could have said. Oh, that really sucks, and I'm really sorry. But it's a pretty strict rule for the channel that we don't talk about that kind of stuff. I'm really sorry. There's a way. The problem isn't that he set a boundary. The problem is that the way he did it was really shitty. Like literally, she could have been like, "Hey, oh yeah, my mom passed away," and he could have been like, "Hey, I'm really sorry. That does suck, but you've been here for a long time. Unfortunately, this is like a channel rule. I'm very adamant about setting the boundary of nothing like this kind of stuff, nothing too super heavy in the channel. For whatever reason. I don't want to develop a parasocial relationship. I'm actually a sociopath that hates everybody and just wants your money. There's whatever reason, but he didn't affirm the boundary in a respectable way. He just fucking went off the rails. Maybe he had too many Red Bulls or something, because I saw in the thing that she showed, the cap cut, that he's got a whole stack of Red Bulls or something. So maybe he's he's a little too jittery. I don't know.
Being entered or dropped into the chat.
Nice.
This has been discussed and explained and made clear many times while I've been live over the last 4+ years that I've been on Twitch. I also have a rather lengthy text command that appears frequently and explains this in my chat in words, maybe for anyone that doesn't have volume on or maybe is hearing impaired. Regulars know this information well.
So why don't you show it to us? Just take a screenshot of it so I can read myself.
People that come to my channel often, they know this. They see it all the time.
Okay.
So that's something that I want to make sure everyone understands. Secondly, the clip that this individual has provided was edited and chopped up to cut out a lot of the context and dialogue required, I feel, to fairly assess the matter as it truly unfolded.
He doesn't show any of it.
You've seen the edit, but what it doesn't show is that twice I didn't acknowledge her comments about the deceased family member on purpose. I read them to myself, but didn't react in depth in an attempt to simply avoid having the stream temporarily hijacked by this type of heavy, serious trauma commenting. It wasn't until the third time that she brought it up in chat and expressed how horrible life has been that I reacted to it the way that I did. One very important detail that I think I should share is that this individual has been spoken to about this before. This is not the first time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel.
Okay, so now what you really got to do here is I could potentially be on board with what he's saying. Potentially. But you have to show it. You really have to show it, Previously, she shared in my chat very personal, detailed, potentially triggering comments regarding a toxic relationship that she was involved in. Okay.
And this was approximately a year and some months ago. And at that time, I did in fact let her know that I don't appreciate or entertain that type of commenting in my channel. Her and I met in Discord. We spoke privately and discussed her relationship situation as friendly acquaintances. And she expressed to me that she understood.
You probably shouldn't have done that if you wanted to maintain a particular boundary. You've been don't talk to them in private about it. Okay.
Why I don't like that sort of thing being entered into my chat.
Okay.
We had an understanding. The frustration you witnessed in that edited clip that she provided is a result of this expectation not being understood as I believed it was.
Okay. And listen, again, this is from a while ago, huh?
The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question, even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before, and she knows full well, she was a streamer for a time, that this type of thing is most certainly frowned upon.
Excited.
Dude, I'm getting follows right now.
Excited.
From Joe JCKS. Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow.
Did Did you think that was a good? I can understand actually leaving the alerts on, but do you think that was a good time to acknowledge that? This guy's an idiot.
Follow.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we should just, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to cut this out. Let's one and done. I like to say one and done.
This guy's so fucking dumb. Bro, it's almost comical how funny. This is incredible. Yeah, let's just leave it in there. Fuck it. Why? What are you doing? He's really screwing himself over.
Where was I?
Bad spot, brother.
Oh, yes. Thirdly. Oh, my third point. Yes, I'm still counting the points. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. And this is where a lot of you are going to fucking hate me more than you already do. It's not my job to take on people's grief or drama while I'm live.
Okay.
Big or small, seemingly harmless or not.
Okay.
It's just not my job. It is my job, however, unfortunately, to have to repeatedly explain to specific individuals that they violated the channel rules and chat expectations to not share heavy, energy-changing news or drama.
So you should just ban them. You literally could have just banned them. You didn't have to scream at them. I just feel like I want to see the original stuff
in the chat. Now, I understand that I was somewhat harsh and crass and insensitive to this woman. I'm sorry for that. I have apologized. I'm still sorry for it. I'm sorry for hurting her feelings and for being, cunty about it. But I'm not sorry for reminding her and others in the community to leave your baggage at the door when you enter someone's chat. I should have just skipped over her comments and moved on, but I didn't. And people make mistakes, and that happens to be one of the mistakes that I've made. I think it's important to mention, for those of you that don't know me at all, which is damn near all of you, that I'm very upfront with people. I understand that my personality, my demeanor, my choice of words isn't for everyone. Okay. I am a very strong flavor that a lot of people don't like, and I'm okay with that. I don't pander. I don't pussyfoot around something that bothers me or needs to be said. I don't mind informing someone that their chat etiquette fucking sucks, no matter the situation, clearly. And for those of you on Twitter that want to crucify me, you want to chop me up and roast me, have at it. Type until your fingers are sore, as it is my right to decide what's okay.
Well, you know what? Hey, we appreciate the double down.
In my chat and my channel, it is your right for you to decide how you'd like to roast me on Twitter. I haven't commented, replied, liked, shared, or retweeted any of it at this point, and I'll be keeping it that way. But I do read some of it, like not much, but some of it. And I'll be taking your views into consideration, probably with popcorn in the Discord with a few homies, if I'm being completely honest. I'd like to end this little rant by saying Twitch is an amazing place. I fucking love streaming.
It's not that good. Let's relax a little bit. Twitch kind of sucks. I wish it was better.
And the incredible community that I'm a part of. I have met some of the most significant people in my life on Twitch. So I value and appreciate it, like what it offers us all. It's not lost on me. It's one of the most important things in my life. A lot of you don't really know who I am.
It's a little sad, but okay, I feel you, dog.
But now you know a little bit. I'm jagged, I'm flawed, I'm obnoxious, I make shitty jokes, and I'm a fucking asshole. I don't try to hide that. I never have. But at least you know what you're getting from me.
I guess.
Okay, that's called consistency.
He's using it. Hey, he's using it as a plug. I know I'm an asshole, but this is the kind of streamer I am. Come on, stop on by, give us a sub. Gift us a sub, dude.
Consistently a fucking asshole.
Okay.
Isn't that like what they teach you in like YouTube streamer school? How to be a streamer 101. No. Consistency. Well, I've got that in spades.
Cool.
Twitter, it's been swell, but I gotta go. If any of you would like to check out the channel, that would be fucking tits. That would be fucking not fucking tits, but it would be like fucking tits. If you guys would, swing by the channel sometime. I'm partnered on Twitch. I stream full time Monday to Friday. And
it's crazy how like little partnered matters. It's just like a kind of a bullshit thing. It doesn't even matter. It's kind of cringe. Okay.
My streams go live at 1 p.m. Eastern. My channel is 18 plus. A lot of fucked up shit gets said. And I stream a variety of games with a little something for everyone. Feel free to swing by anytime and see what all the commotion is about, or don't. You don't have to swing by. That's the beauty of Twitch. That's the beauty of making a choice. We can choose who we watch, right? You don't need to watch a streamer that offends you or doesn't entertain you or make you laugh or engage you. Whatever. You make the choices that are right for you. If you do swing by, all I ask is that maybe, just maybe, you don't bring in any drama or trauma or heavy news or baggage into the chat because, you know, it's happened before and I've been known to fucking lose it when that happens. Cheers, guys. Have a great fucking day.
I subscribe to the channel because that's the only way that you could look at like any of the past streams. There's streams up from upwards of 2 months ago. Now, I know streams only stay up for a certain amount of time. I'm not honestly sure how long you think I would, considering I'm also partnered on Twitch, but whatever. But it kind of seems like he just took it down. Or it's just not available. So there's no way to even to check to see if this thing is real. I think they could stay up for 60 days. But, I mean, this seems to have happened somewhat recently. I can't get an exact date, so...
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.